Peggy 7.
Oh my god, I'm 7.
Oh my god!
Your flimsy defenses are no match for my supercharged exoskeleton and robot minions! The Krabby Patty formula is mine! Mine!
Oh my god, this looks so awesome! I can't wait to see the gameplay. My dick is growing.
Can we have the formula back now?
What the fuck is this shit? Stop running like you have a dick up your ass.
Hey guys, just got out of rehab.
Pause. Wait, so we went from truth or square to this?
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Ready for action!
We need to work together!
Yeah, to stop Activision. Ladies and gentlemen,
My robotic revenge!
this game's a pile of...
I hate this channel.
No! No!
So you guys want to know the story to this game? Well, that's not too hard to explain. It's nothing but a dumbed down version of Battle for Bikini Bottom's story. Basically, a bunch of batteries randomly fall down from the sky and Plankton all of a sudden has a giant robot. So Plankton takes the formula safe and flies away, only for SpongeBob and his friends to come out of nowhere. Wow. So apparently Plankton would need 3 keys in order to open the safe. Plankton takes Mr. Krabs' map and heads off to look for the keys. After the lovely CGI, we have poorly scripted dialogue with the shitty character models that have no anti-aliasing. Not even on the Wii U. These poorly rendered character models are standing at a mysterious hub area with 2D backgrounds. 2D backgrounds, just like HeroPants. Their mouths don't match what they're saying, and this just outright feels like a PlayStation 2 game. Like, when mouse seeking was subpar, that was back in the PlayStation 2 days. This game came out in 2013, right? So why the hell does it look so bad? So they all just go into this magical portal and that's it. The game has begun with whatever characters you chose to play with. I have to say that the story overall is pretty damn lame. Usually the stories of SpongeBob games are imaginative and generally enhance the gameplay experience. At least that's what happened in the PS2 days. But here in this game it's just thrown together like a cheap pair of Jordans. The ending of this game even rips off Truth or Square's ending. Are you serious?
Oh wait, here it is! Ah! It was in my back pocket the whole time.
Hey, that's me lottery ticket! Oops! I guess I never gave you the formula after all. Ah, here it is! It was in my back pocket the whole time!
Your back pocket of the...
The formula is in your pocket. My pocket? Oh, and so it is! I had it with me all along! Davy Jones's ghost time, clever!
Not to mention, all of the boss fight cutscenes have their bodies turned back just because behavior was too lazy to animate the characters' faces. Just like HeroPants, right? It's not as bad as how it is in HeroPants though. The worst part is the mouse syncing when they do show their faces.
Great work, everyone! We did it! We have a key and another Enerjolt power cell! Sandy, maybe you can use this to help us find the others.
What is this?
SpongeBob SquarePants, Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
What kind of game makes title screen still images?
Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
What kind of game has a title screen that looks like something I could make in Photoshop?
Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
What kind of game is made by a company that thinks players are too stupid to know the title of the game?
Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
Okay, you know what? Fuck this shit.
The
gameplay of this game is what irritates me the most, and that's sad because the gameplay is the most important part of any video game. I don't care who you are, but that's just the case. You're basically doing the same shit over and over again for 15 levels, just like HeroPants. The only difference is that this game is more fun than HeroPants by just a little bit, just a wee bit. The weapons you have are the Pickle Blaster, Condiment Cannon, Tartar Sauce Travel Pack, Exploding Pie Launcher, Neptuning Fork, Bubblegum Blaster, and Reflower. All you have to do is hold down the right trigger and dodge enemy attacks the entire game. Well, that's basically it. I mean, that's the whole game. You're fighting the same generic robots every level. The levels are not different at all. They're all the same fucking level. Some have different backgrounds, but that's it. Doing the same button puzzles over and over again. The gameplay just doesn't change at all. All the weapons don't really shoot that different anyway, so buying other weapons is pointless. You can only explore 3 worlds with 5 short levels in each of them. Dustman's Triangle, Rock Bottom, and Bikini Bottom. That's it. And the majority of the game is in dark levels instead of, well, bright and colorful levels. I mean, I think that's pretty lame. It's not balanced. Probably one of the lamest parts about this game is that the Bikini Bottom world is the only nice one. But I'll tell you what really bothers me about this game's gameplay, okay? The idea of SpongeBob and his friends blasting robots with guns sounds completely badass. But the problem is that this game executed it very poorly. I would rather see a first-person shooter similar to the small minigames with Sandy and Atlantis Scorpius. That shit was badass and at least creative. This is just you running around in circles shooting the same robots all day long. Just for 3 hours, in fact. I mean, come on, in this game you have to fight the same Plankton robot 4 different times. Do you call that a boss fight? The same robot 4 different times? All the boss fights are the same fight with different moves. Are you serious?
Incredible, boy. Just incredible.
I mean, are you gonna defend this game and tell me that's not lazy? I mean, that's totally lazy. Come on, man. You guys are being ripped off. This game is so easy that all you have to do is upgrade the Pickle Blaster and then you'll automatically be able to breeze through the game. You don't even have to buy the other guns. I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick had a pickle stuck up his ass through this entire game, and the melee is just a lame 3-hit combo, 4-hit combo, whatever. It's just a couple hits, that's it, no changes. This game has no purpose. It's just Activision's first attempt to cash in on their newly acquired SpongeBob SquarePants license by ripping off the robot concept of the best SpongeBob game ever, Battle for Bikini Bottom. I bet they thought they were going to make a lot of money off of this game. Well, guess what? It barely sold. It sold much more than HeroPants because everyone thought it was a Battle for Bikini Bottom sequel, but this game didn't sell that well. Just a couple 100,000, that's basically it. The problem is not only the robots, but the fact that this game is a carbon copy of Ratchet Clank All for One. Don't believe me? Look at the details. The more you shoot at a target, the faster you shoot. Where have we seen this before? Free falling. Where have we seen this before? Collecting boats or sprockets by breaking crates. Where have we seen this before? Upgrading your weapons on an upgrade screen from collecting sprockets. Where have we seen this before?
Nice!
Sprockets are obviously boats in disguise. Behavior, how dare you rip off Ratchet & Clank? I know you guys didn't have that much time to make this game, but Jesus Christ, why did you have to make it so obvious? On top of that, why would you rip off All for One out of all the Ratchet & Clank games? Oh, that's right, co-op games are easier to make, and since you guys suck with SpongeBob, you saw this as an easier route. Because fuck 3D platformers, right? This is just bootleg Ratchet & Clank with SpongeBob characters in it. I guess you just thought, hey, we don't know how to make a 3D platformer. In fact, we probably never even made one since the PS1 days. Let's just make a generic shooting game that's easy as hell and keep the gameplay exactly the same throughout, with only a few background changes every 5 levels. Do you realize how much potential you just wasted on this game? All 15 levels in this game are all the same fucking level. Nothing ever changes. That's not fun, that's boring and repetitive. Some kids will enjoy it until they grow up, but most of us do not like this shit. All the characters play the same, all the weapons have infinite ammo, and the characters have only a few lines recorded and never shut up!
So, wait! This is like popping bubbles! This is like popping bubbles! So, wait! Don't let their shots hit you!
I like to slam down on stuff.
He hit me wallet! Ouch! That stings! Farewell, you twisted piece of...
Why can't they say something funny and clever? Why does it always have to be retarded? I know that I briefly discussed this earlier, but I have to rant about this. The graphics in this make absolutely no sense at all. It doesn't matter if you play this game on PS3, Xbox 360, or Wii U, the game will always look like shit. The CGI in this game is fluid and looks really good. In fact, it's misleading. But that's because Behavior hired separate animators because they were too lazy to make an in-game rendered story like the PS2 games were. They were well aware that the in-game graphics are trash and they couldn't make cinematics out of it. The CGI is just so misleading, man. HD consoles are capable of producing graphics similar to this, but why do that when you can just upscale PS2 textures? I'm not sure if this was a budget issue with Activision or if Behavior just sucks ass at SpongeBob games. It's probably both. What I don't understand is that the frame rate and animation of the CGI overall looks much better in this game than HeroPants. In fact, the game doesn't have as many frame drops as HeroPants at all. Hell, pretty much everything you see in this game is slightly better than HeroPants, and this game came out 1 year and a few months before HeroPants did. That makes no sense, man. I don't care if HeroPants was supposed to be a movie game, that makes no fucking sense. I already talked about the jagged edges on the characters that make this look like a game from 2005, but here's when things get really fishy. The character models may always look like shit, but some of the environments don't look that bad. I mean, the Bikini Bottom levels look colorful and pretty, but unfortunately the character models still look like shit. The camera isn't as panned out as HeroPants, and everything isn't a square like HeroPants is, but the game's graphics are still generally horrible for a 2013 game released on HD consoles. In fact, this hardly looks any different from the Wii version. The issue here is that Behavior didn't try hard enough, and they clearly have no idea what SpongeBob is supposed to look like. I mean, Sandy's helmet is drawn in 2D instead of 3D like the other games are. Patrick's eyebrows are never on fleek. Squidward looks like a fucking crackhead. Mr. Krabs always has that creepy ass smile on his face.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Oh man. All of this just irritates me because it's not hard to make a SpongeBob game with visuals that look like a game released in the year it was released. Yes, all of the faces have better animations than HeroPants. Yes, the game does look like it's more polished than HeroPants. Yes, it is considered possible to enjoy this game, but it's still shovelware and that's a fact. The soundtrack in Plankton's Robotic Revenge is completely hit or miss. Some of it is original and some of it is taken straight from the show. Wow, what a surprise. Behavior Interactive, everyone. This means that they tried, but they were lazy as fuck in the process. The crazy thing about the music is that it's not polished. It's basically all put into a playlist and random tracks play. It's like if you're on your phone and you just play random tracks. Yeah, it's basically like that. You get some music that fits where you're at and some music that doesn't fit the game at all. Sometimes you get a nice soundtrack and sometimes they just say fuck it and throw in something simple like the credits theme from the show. The music goes from this to this. The battle theme is good, but the problem is that you hear it every few minutes and it gets very repetitive. I'll tell you what I really don't like about this soundtrack, and that's the damn vacation music. I'm about to kick some robot ass. Not going on a trip to Hawaii, you assholes. Is Plankton's Robotic Revenge a fun game? Well, when I first played this game back in 2013, I tried to give this game a chance. I came into it with an open mind. I had fun at first, and at first I considered it a decent game. But the problem is that you're doing the same thing throughout the entire game. Plus it only took a few hours to beat. This caused me to get frustrated. This isn't a fun game. Can a kid enjoy this game? Well, that depends. But the thing about it is, anyone who does enjoy this game won't enjoy it forever. I guarantee you guys will not be talking about this game 10 years from now like people do with Battle for Bikini Bottom in the movie game. This shit is nothing but a video game created with no love towards the show. No funny references, no variety in gameplay. There's nothing to remember. It's just a big blah. They tricked us into thinking this was going to be like Battle for Bikini Bottom so we would buy it. It was made by a team that doesn't give a shit about SpongeBob, let alone have any creative talent for it at all. So even if a kid does enjoy this game, they won't cherish it growing up like we do with Battle for Bikini Bottom in the movie game. They'll just forget it ever existed and just say, "Oh, I was a kid back then, so of course I liked it." I don't care if this is a licensed game. I don't care if it's SpongeBob. There is no excuse for this game being terrible. If you want to yell out, "Hey, it's a kid's game," you're an ignorant piece of shit. You probably buy every Mario game that comes out while you're talking. How would you like it if I said that who cares if Mario sucks, it's a kid's game? Exactly, that sounds fucking stupid. These aren't just kids games. Even if they were only made for kids and they only should be played by kids, you do realize they don't have to be shit, right? Kids are the main target, sure, but they're not the only people who play E-rated games, jackass. E for everyone. What do you think that means? It means for everyone. Bad games should be called out, and your target audience should never be your excuse for making a bad game. They don't teach you how to do your ABCs. They're games made for the enjoyment of everyone. They're action games. Why do you think it's E for everyone? Shit, this game isn't even rated E. It's rated E10+, and that just makes my point even more valid. And the problem with this game is that it holds your hand the entire time and doesn't give you a challenge. Look, SpongeBob games back in the day were AAA platformers made for everyone. They gave you a challenge back then. Why can't they give you a challenge today? There's no excuse. Ignorance cannot counter that. This is just a bland game aimed towards little kids that'll like it for a little while and forget it ever existed later. Even if you think that this game is decent, what argument do you have besides the fact that this is SpongeBob?
Oh, I forget.
You can't defend shovelware. Sure, you can like shovelware if you're into that, but that doesn't mean you can defend it. That just makes you an idiot. It's like defending a piece of shit you just took. But if for whatever reason you like it, good for you. I don't care. I don't care if you like this game because I can respect other people's opinions. But if you're thinking about attacking me for calling Activision and behavior out on their bullshit, sit the fuck down. You clearly know nothing about licensed games and their potential they may have, and never touched a good SpongeBob game in your life.
Okay guys, so you wanna know if this game is worth it? No! Fuck this game. It makes my balls itch. I don't like holding the right trigger all day. I don't like going into magical whirlpools. I don't like doing basic button puzzles so easy a 3rd grader could do it. I don't like watching Squidward run like he just got out of drug rehab. I just want a good SpongeBob game, okay? I just want to have a fun SpongeBob game to play. Is that too much to ask for? I mean, they tricked us into thinking this was going to be a sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom. Even if it plays nothing like it. They just wanted to play us for money. I was excited for this game at first because I never saw a SpongeBob co-op game that wasn't Nicktoons. I thought it was going to be decent. But then when I get the game, it's like, what the fuck? I mean, like, do these assholes even try anymore? I mean, I'm going to give this game a proud 4 out of 10 with a box of tissues, my nigga. This game makes All For One and Sonic Boom look amazing. At least those games were made with effort. I'm sick of these rich people who don't give a fuck about us, always screwing us over. Both this game and HeroPants shouldn't be played by anyone. Fuck you, behavior. Fuck you, Activision. Fuck you.
Okay, but in all seriousness, this game is pretty lame. Some may find it decent, but it's definitely not good. I'd say it's below average. This game is nothing but a better version of HeroPants, and that's not saying much. I don't recommend anyone to pick up this game. I don't care if you're 5, 6, 7. There are better SpongeBob games than this, man. I gave it a 4 out of 10 because I feel that score is fair enough. It's better than HeroPants, but only a little bit. The trailer for this game made me think it was going to be a good game, but I beat this game in just a few hours after it arrived. This could have been a decent game. Well, there's some good music in this game. There's some fun that can be had, but there just isn't enough content to keep you busy. If you have a different perspective of this game, let me know what you think in the comments below. This has been a Fred review, and I'll see you next time.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling a warm spot.